Have you ever wondered why some people survive hardships that seem impossible, while others break under far smaller burdens? Why can one person lose everything and still find the strength to continue, while another gives up despite having far more comfort? The answer may lie in a simple idea. A person can endure almost any suffering if they have a reason to endure it. A why, a purpose, a meaning. This idea is often associated with great thinkers who understood the darkest corners of human existence. Among them was Fyodor Dostoevsky, a man who knew suffering not as a theory, but as reality. Dostoevsky was sentenced to death. He stood before a firing squad believing his final moments had arrived. Imagine what that feels like. Imagine looking at the sky for what you believe is the last time. Imagine knowing that within minutes your life will end. Then, at the very last moment, the sentence was changed. Instead of execution, he was sent to a prison camp in Siberia. Years of hardship followed, years of cold, years of isolation, years of witnessing the depths of human suffering. Yet those experiences led him to discover something profound. Human beings are stronger than they realize. Not because suffering is easy, not because pain is enjoyable, but because meaning can make suffering bearable. Today, we live in a world that constantly promises comfort. We are told that happiness comes from avoiding pain, avoiding struggle, avoiding discomfort, avoiding difficulty. Yet, something strange has happened. Despite having more convenience than any generation before us, many people feel lost, they feel empty, they feel anxious, they feel disconnected from life itself. Why? Because comfort and meaning are not the same thing. Comfort feels good. Meaning gives life direction. Comfort can entertain you for an evening. Meaning can carry you through years of struggle. Without meaning, even a comfortable life can feel empty. With meaning, even a difficult life can feel worthwhile. Think about the people who wake up every morning with purpose. The parent working long hours to provide for their family. The athlete training before sunrise. The entrepreneur building something from nothing. The student sacrificing today for a better future. None of these paths are easy. They involve sacrifice. They involve uncertainty. They involve pain. Yet those people continue, not because the journey is comfortable, but because the journey means something to them. Meaning transforms suffering. The burden itself may remain heavy, but it becomes easier to carry when you understand why you're carrying it. Imagine two workers moving stones. One believes he is simply carrying rocks. The other believes he is building a cathedral. The physical work is the same. The weight is the same. The exhaustion is the same. Yet their experience is completely different. One sees meaningless labor, the other sees purpose. This is the power of a why. Many people spend years searching for happiness when they should be searching for meaning. Happiness comes and goes. Some days you'll feel it. Some days you won't. Meaning is different. Meaning remains even when happiness disappears. Meaning remains during difficult days. Meaning remains during uncertainty. Meaning remains when life becomes challenging. That is why meaning is stronger than emotion. There will be mornings when you don't feel motivated. There will be moments when you doubt yourself. There will be seasons when progress seems invisible. If your life depends entirely on motivation, you will stop. If your life is guided by meaning, you continue. Because purpose is deeper than feelings. One of the greatest dangers of modern life is distraction. Every day we are surrounded by endless entertainment. Endless scrolling, endless noise, endless ways to avoid difficult questions. Questions like, why am I here? What truly matters to me? What kind of person do I want to become? These questions can be uncomfortable, but avoiding them comes at a cost. Because when you don't choose a purpose, life often chooses one for you. You begin living according to other people's expectations, other people's definitions of success, other people's goals. And eventually, you wake up feeling disconnected from your own life. Not because you're failing, but because you're climbing a ladder that was leaning against the wrong wall. Many people believe that meaning is something they find. In reality, meaning is often something they create. Meaning is built through responsibility, through commitment, through service, through pursuing something greater than yourself. It doesn't need to be grand. Not everyone needs to change the world. Sometimes meaning is found in raising a family. Sometimes it is found in helping others. Sometimes it is found in mastering a craft. Sometimes it is found in becoming the best version of yourself. The size of the purpose matters less than the sincerity behind it. What matters is that it gives direction to your life. Because direction creates resilience. When storms arrive, direction keeps you moving. When obstacles appear, direction keeps you focused. When suffering enters your life, direction helps you endure. Every meaningful life contains suffering. That is a reality many people try to escape. But suffering itself is not the enemy. Meaningless suffering is. When pain serves no purpose, it feels unbearable. When pain contributes to growth, love, purpose, or something valuable, it becomes easier to accept. This is why people willingly endure difficult things every day. They wake up early, they study, they train, they sacrifice. Not because they enjoy the discomfort, but because they value the outcome. The meaning justifies the struggle. And perhaps this is one of the most important lessons we can learn. Do not ask how to avoid all suffering. Ask what suffering is worth enduring. What goal is worth the effort? What dream is worth the sacrifice? What purpose is worth the struggle? Those questions change everything. Because life is not about finding the easiest path. It is about finding the path that matters. The path that gives your days significance. The path that allows you to look back with pride. The path that transforms hardship into growth. There will be moments when you feel lost. Moments when your progress seems slow. Moments when life feels unfair. In those moments, remember this. You are stronger than you think. The human spirit is capable of extraordinary resilience. But resilience requires direction. You need a reason to keep going, a reason to get back up, a reason to continue despite uncertainty. That reason does not need to be perfect. It only needs to be meaningful. Because once you have a why, the how becomes easier. The obstacles remain, the challenges remain, the hardships remain. But your relationship with them changes. You stop seeing them as proof that you should quit. You begin seeing them as part of the journey, part of becoming who you are meant to be. So if life feels heavy right now, don't ask only how to make it easier. Ask yourself a deeper question. What is my why? What gives my life meaning? What future am I willing to struggle for? What purpose makes the difficulties worthwhile? Spend time with those questions, because your answers may change the course of your life. The man who has a why can endure almost any how. And perhaps the greatest task any of us face is discovering what that why truly is. Thank you for listening.